Good morning, guys. Welcome to another day and another episode of Obsessed Fishing. Today we're out here. It's a winter day. It's a blustery day. It's a nasty kind of day. And I'm out here on a lake that's known for some big fish here in Virginia. And the ramp is like empty. There's no one out there. This lake can get pretty packed because it's known for those big fish, but you come on a day like this, there's not a soul out here. It's just me. There is someone out here apparently, but one other person. So there's two people in this entire lake. So let's get after it. Unfortunately, this is the only way we can get around on this lake. It's a trolling motor only lake, which is really a shame because it's not a tiny lake. It's actually got some size to it. It's getting close to 1,000 acres, but all you can use is a trolling motor or a 10 horsepower. So, man, it's a nasty kind of day. Nasty kind of day. All right, let's rig up some baits. All I got is whatever's rigged on from the last time I've been fishing. Jigging spoon, probably not going to use that. Shad wrap, which I might use. Fish head spin, definitely might use that. Shaky head, probably some. We've got a wiggle wart. I'm thinking I'm going to tie on like a deeper diving crank. You know, the shad wrap's pretty good, but want something deeper diving. I'm going to throw a 3XD. So, you know, wiggle wart might dive to at max maybe 10 feet on a good long cast with a really light line. Maybe on an 8-pound test you could get it on a long cast to 12 feet. And then a 3XD on a really long cast, you might be able to get it maybe 14 feet with a really light line. It's just a little bit deeper, as far as I understand. Thing is, I'm like really close to the bank and it's really flat, but it's 20 feet off the back of the boat. And there's a bunch of this chunk rock. I think it's just what makes it a good spot. It's got all the rock. It's got a steep drop off. It's just got a ton of the right ingredients to have fish. I'm trying to find that edge with my crankbait right now. I'm trying to find the place where it drops off, just where my crankbait can still touch. Is that a fish? I got a fish. Look at that. First fish of the day is a giant. That's what we come here for. Woo! It's a fish. Wasn't that fish we were looking for, but I'll take him. Little thing. It's bleeding. That fish was suspended. My bait hadn't even touched bottom yet. Well, one little fish, not a lot, but it's a start. Now I'm going to switch over to this little shad wrap. My question is the water clear enough for this color? It is a dark day, but I got one. Look at that. Fish inhaled that little shad wrap. I'm telling you, man, fish love that shad wrap. Look at how he ate that thing. Dude, I don't know if it's been a long time since I've had one eat a crankbait that good. Check it out. Getting it all on film. Here, I'm gonna get a picture for Instagram. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, check me out, Obsessed Fishing. Post pictures and stuff. I mean, that's what you usually do on Instagram. Well, as of right now, I'm gonna keep throwing this little crankbait. That might be a fish. No, it's not. No, it is a fish. He's kind of ugly looking. Oh. Oh. Dummy. Ow. Little skinny guy. Don't you do it. Ow. You little stinker. You got me a little bit. Fish number 3, it's a dank. But it's a good sign. That's 3 fish on a crankbait, which is good because it's consistency. They're not big, but they're fish. They're not even remotely keepers, but just a sign that I can keep getting bit doing something is good. That it's not like one and done. Like if I just caught the one first fish, if that had been it, I might have called it a fluke because it was out suspended. The rain stopped for a little bit right now and made it to the bridge. It was a long putts on the trolling motor, but we made it. And definitely gonna spend this time around this bridge. It's one of the only other places on the lake that's got that rock that I'm looking for, along with that the rock, along with the. This is the only place with like that big chunk rock. I got one. He's got one tiny treble hook in him. Come on, buddy. He's not that big, but he's a fish. I mean, he's just barely hooked. When I mean barely, I mean barely hooked. There we go. Look at that little football. It's not a very big one, but look at how chunky that thing is. That thing is just stocky. Holy smokes. It's only like 13 inches long, but it's like 2 pounds. Actually, let's weigh it. Yep, 2 pounds. That's a 2-pound fish, and that's a tiny thing. Alright. Well, let's let him go. I was hoping he'd be a big one. Got another fishy. Where are the big boys today? They are gone. I'm telling you, man, they're super stocky. Look at that thing. It's almost as wide as it is long. That's insane. That one bit so lightly I couldn't even tell. When I started reeling, I was like, I thought that was a fish. So I reeled it halfway in before I realized it was still on. Every time I pick up that little shad wrap, I'm getting bites. At some point, I'm gonna have to just just throw it. I keep trying other things, like trying to get like something that'll get a big bite, maybe like throw a, drag, I'm thinking like a fish head spin out deep in the gut of a channel, or like at the bridge, or drag a jig around a laydown or a jerk bait, things that I get big bites on. And crankbaits usually get big bites too, but I haven't gotten any, so. Is that a fish? the world? Is it a catfish? It's a pike. It's a little pickerel or something. Wicked critter. Dang. I haven't caught one of these since. Usually don't catch these down here. Personally, I don't catch fish like this species enough to know whether this is a pickerel or a pike. I'm thinking pickerel. They tend to be more southern, but little, probably like 2-3 pounder. Biggest fish of the day. That's a shame. Come on now. Let's actually get a bass. I thought that was the big one we were looking for. Nope. That's a big one. Okay, maybe not a giant. What? I thought that was a giant. He dumped that thing so hard. Got one. Got a pike. Look at that. Choked it. Another little pike. There wasn't a doubt in his little mind that that was a real shad. There wasn't a doubt in his mind. I mean, come on, he had it so far down. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Obsessed Fishing. I didn't get any big ones today, and that's what this lake is known for, so it sucks to not get one like that, but any day on the water is a good day. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Tight lines, God bless. We'll see you in the next video.